Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. We've jumped right in at the 4-minute mark simply because, why the hell not? We'll get into it as decently as we can into the game. I mean, God, give me a couple of months, I'll probably be jumping into the game at like the 9-minute mark or the 10-minute mark or something, which I'm not really casting any 10-minute long games anyway, so it probably wouldn't be a hugely bad idea, but still would probably miss a bit. So I think this is fine, and if it keeps getting boring, takes a while to get the intro done anyway. So let's talk about the players. Up the top left side of the map is going to be Mr. soO. He is 22 years of age from South Korea, plays for the SK Telecom T1 team. Seeing a lot of those guys all over the place recently. And his opponent is going to be Mr. True. He is 22 years of age from South Korea. He's currently not part of a team. But it is, I don't know if it's going to be annoying at all, but it's going to be a little bit annoying because we've got True on one side and we've got soO on the other side. And I have a habit of confusing one player from the other in the best of circumstances. But when they rhyme and they both have one syllable, I am going to be constantly calling one guy by the other, and it's just going to be, oh man, you guys are going to have fun swearing me all over the place. So yeah, that's fine, that's cool. But actually getting out there and getting the queens out, it's knocking some guys apart. Obviously did not want soO to scout this third base anytime soon. And it's actually quite bad that the overlords are getting taken out because, I mean, getting them in all over the place is very, very important early game for any sort of scouting. Damn, I got a very nasty cough today actually, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to do 3 games. I was hoping to do 3 long games because I got a couple of other really long replays, but I may not get to them. I may end up doing just maybe a couple of short games after this because I don't think my voice is going to hold out for 3 long games tonight, and I absolutely 100% positively do not want to just cast 1 game tonight because then I don't build up anything at all. So we'll have to see how we go, how my voice holds out, but right now it's feeling very, very coughy. It's got this thing at the back of my throat. I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, let's move on and check out the game. So we've got the couple of queens standing by here. We've got the third base coming down, but Mr. True, of course, has got that third base out quite a bit sooner. He's got roaches out a little bit sooner as well, but not too much sooner. And it looks like Mr. soO getting that stuff out as well, so should be fine. Got a couple of lings, but those guys have no chance of getting into the base there. Do see the third base though, but not going to see much else. Could perhaps loop around the queen here. Probably not going to happen though. He's just running for it at the moment. Meanwhile, the overseer has gotten in here. He's going to see the lair coming up. Does see all the roaches coming out. So there's a nice full scout for Mr. soO. But I don't know if there's much that he wasn't expecting anyway. Probably nice to confirm the roaches. Nice to confirm the lair coming out. His own lair is already out there, but no lair tech has been developed as yet. And yes, just now getting that third base up. So yeah, getting some additional defenses, obviously realizing that there are a fair amount of roaches out on the field, so needs to potentially defend against them if they come across. His roach numbers are a little bit high, but soO, man, needs to get a hold of this overseer. Total miss micro there, or just lack of micro, not even controlling it, and pretty much just let it die. He's obviously too concerned with getting his other forces out there. I don't know if he's dodging all of the overlords, but I don't think he is. I think he is going to get caught by something here. Yes, this overlord has definitely seen, it's definitely inside its field of view. So Mr. True moving out. He's going to try and hold off here. Does have the reinforcement advantage, does have level 1 weapons, although soO is just about to get level 1 as well. That's what he's waiting for. In he goes, but he's going to find some very, very stiff competition on True's side of the map. And yeah, there's another overseer at low health. soO is not very good at looking after his overseers. So yeah, I don't see this happening here. I mean, soO, he doesn't really have the numbers. He's got 36 over 33, but half of them are still on their way over, whereas all of True's roaches are no doubt defending at this very location. And he's quite easily can do a concave there, whereas it's very, very hard for soO to get a concave going. And it's not going to happen. There we go. He's run straight into a beautiful concave by True. He's going to start losing a crazy amount of roaches here. He's got some queens as backup, trying to heal. I don't think it's going to be enough. And we're going to see True just tip this over, I think. It may not happen straight away, but I think in the end, True is going to make this happen. He's pushing in. He's looking pretty good. He's losing a fairly decent amount of roaches themselves. These queens have been integral, I think, in keeping soO alive for this long. But eventually it's going to happen. One queen goes down. The roaches are running for it. And this queen is never going to see the light of another day. Down it goes. And props to soO for going in and trying to do it. But it was pretty much just game over from the very start. I mean, as soon as he went in there and saw that True had level 1 weapons upgrades as well, he should have known it was never going to happen, but he did move in and did do the pressure play. Moving out with some more roaches, this is just, I don't know what the hell he's thinking about doing here. I thought maybe he'd be going for a 4th base off this, maybe not. He is actually quite a bit behind on the worker count at the moment. Needs to definitely get them up, and he is pushing them nice and hard, which is good, but True is got to be looking good off this. He's 29 over 23, not too far ahead, but level 2 does have a bit of a gap, and he's already getting level 1 armor, whereas soO is only just now getting the 2nd Evo chamber. So that's going to be a little while to get that out, and we do have a 4th base coming out for Mr. True. So far Mr. True is looking like he's in a good position on all fronts. He's got the worker advantage, although it's not much of an advantage anymore, but he did have it. Army-wise, he's looking good, 103 over 76. Upgrades-wise, he's looking good. He's just looking like he's got an advantage in every single point so far. He's not attacking so much. soO has still got most of the map control, but I don't think that's because soO has just been overwhelmingly aggressive. I think it's just because True has let soO take over the map. For now, he's just happy building up his forces, and when he gets 2-1, maybe he'll move out and start to do some damage, which is going to be very soon. He's not moving out yet, but it'll be very, very soon if he's going to wait on the upgrades to move out. So we'll see exactly what happens there. Still a bunch of link scouting. Very, very nice play. And there we go. There's the macro hatch for Mr. soO. We do already have a macro hatch for Mr. True, and of course this 4th base coming out there. The roach numbers... True is up to 61, soO up to 47. That says it all right there. True is completely maxed out. Worker numbers are pretty much even, but you can see that True is ahead on the macro, and he's about to be ahead on the upgrades as well. He's got 2 weapons, 1 armor now. This is the perfect time for him to attack, but it is a limited time only option because 2 weapons are about to hit for soO, and 1 armor is not far behind it. So I don't think he's going to make use of that upgrade timing play, and I'm not surprised that he's not, because he has no way of knowing that soO's upgrades have not finished yet. I mean, last time they tangoed, they both had level 1 weapons, so it would be fair for True to assume that soO by now does have 2-1. In fact, he's going to find he only has 2-0, but 1 is just about to hit fairly soon. So he's got to move out, baiting a little bit, seeing these guys, moving a bunch of lings in here, may be able to take that base out. But right now, he's more worried about this base over there. We zoomed out. Yes, we are. He's trying to get a nice concave, and he's looking like he might. No, soO is playing exactly the same way as True was before, just sort of holding back, waiting for True to come to him. True might try and double hit from 2 sides, and that would be a very, very sweet play if it pulls it off, going in from this side and this side. That's a hell of a concave. Of course, it does have the downside of having your forces split, and if one side does buckle, then you can get a flank on the other side, which can be quite devastating. How the hell did he do that? 213 over 200. That's crazy. Did he build? I don't know. I don't know how he did that. If you were paying attention to the production chart, maybe you saw. Whatever. Maybe we'll have a look back when this game finishes. So for now, these guys, I mean, they're both maxed out. 66 over 70. We got 2-1 versus 2-1. True is going to have level 2 armor, and maybe that's what he's waiting for. That'll probably be another minute or so. Just under a minute, or a minute game time, before he can move in with that. Not a bad option at all to have a go at that. And yeah, in the meantime, he's got the 4th base up and go. Oh, a little bit of action here, but not too much. soO is thinking about moving out. He's trying to do something here, but in the end, does move back. True sees a little bit of an opportunity, but does fall back when soO moves in too far. And soO really does not want to be just trapped in here waiting. But there we go. True is going to make it happen. He's moved in. He's got a slight force advantage right here. 50 over 43, whatever it is. The numbers are going down quite fast. And I think True does have 2 armor here. He hasn't quite got a concave, but the 2 armor might see him through. Starting to lose some forces there. soO is trying to get a concave. And True, while he does have the numbers, I don't think most of those numbers are actually over here. I think these numbers, True still has a slight advantage, but he's going to fall back here. I suppose he didn't want to be finished off with just a couple of roaches. I mean, once you get low enough, the reinforcement advantage is going to screw you over. Just no doubt about it. He could defeat this force. I don't think that was going to be a problem, but he would have barely anything left. And look at these reinforcements coming out from Mr. soO right there. Absolutely insane. He's actually pushed all the way back up to 66, True up to 65. We can see the macro really starting to show there. Although soO, his macro... Oh man, we've actually had quite a lot of workers lost, or quite a lot of spine crawlers built, one or the other. He's definitely been using up workers, but he's still looking good. soO is actually looking pretty good at the moment, but True is still looking exceptionally good. So both players looking good. I don't know what I'm talking about. Is Overseer following around? When are we going to start to see some tier 2 tech options coming out? We got Hydras, we got Infestors. When are we going to start seeing them? When am I going to get on the right thing? There we go. So, soO is actually looking to go ahead in the upgrades tech. He's currently just about to get 2 armor. He's also got 3 weapons on the way, which, True. How is he doing this? I still don't understand how he's getting this. We're going to have go back and have a look and see how he's getting up this far ahead. Because I just do not understand, really. It's... no idea. I got no idea. So there we go. He's moving on in, having a crack, and it looks like he's going to be able to take out part of it, but the reinforcements are coming around. He is going to have the high ground against them, though, and this is very, very dangerous for soO to be moving up the high ground. So we'll see. It looks like this base might definitely go down. soO is going to have a very, very hard time pushing this force away, but of course, if True moves in too far, he gives up the high ground, and that is going to be bad. And the reinforcements starting to come in very, very heavy numbers. And now soO has the advantage. He's also got level 3 weapons, which I'm sure True is not too happy about. Reinforcements just about to hit, but he's taken so many losses from those level 3 weapons. Reinforcements coming on in. And yes, True is back in position right now. And soO's just... I think he's just regenerating his health. Like, getting the health up there nice and fast. Why the hell not? True doing the same as well. I don't think he has movement underneath, but he's still, yeah. And as somebody told me a bunch of videos ago, if you get tunneling claws, you can move underground. It actually does increase their regeneration rate while they're burrowed, which is quite cool. So, he's done it again. I don't know how he's done this. I think what he's actually doing, and this is the only way I think he can do it, is he takes 15 workers, builds 15 spore crawlers, builds a ton of roaches, and then cancels all the spore crawlers. I think that's what he's doing. Because I did see a spore crawler that was being built, and then it got cancelled, so yeah. I'd like to confirm that, and maybe we'll confirm that if he does it again. But that is going to be my prognosis. And if we haven't proved it by the end of the game, then we will definitely have to go back and double check it. But I'm pretty sure that's how you're doing it. And I mean, 15 supply ahead in a ZvZ, that can be quite a lot. And what are you doing? You're building a spore and then cancelling it. So you're losing like 20% of 75 or whatever it is. You're losing like 15, 20 minerals for each supply. So for 15 supply, it costs you like 300 minerals or something, which you can afford easily to get that much boost. So yeah, I gotta say, man, True is thinking outside the box, definitely. But he's not having that much way in terms of actually taking stuff out. And surprisingly, both players still actually playing around with the roaches, but soO is going nuts on the upgrades. He's just about to have 3 armor, and yeah, looks like True just starting 3-3, but is going for a spire. So maybe thinking about something crazy over that way. Brood Lords or something crazy like that. Income, they're still at the same, although soO has lost a little bit more harvesters at some point in the game, or maybe he's just built more defenses for his bases. He's got a bunch of defenses over there, which is quite sweet. And man, just build one Hydra for crying out loud. Get rid of this stupid Overseer. You can see absolutely everything is going on. But then again, True's got his own Overlord over there, so what the hell? Oh, that's the Overlord where it's moving. I thought there was like something green moving around down there, but apparently not. Oh, looks like we might see an engagement right here. Unit numbers 74 to 71. Massive, but True, of course, way behind on the upgrades. He is going to get so badly owned here. What the hell is True doing, man? This is suicide right here. Absolute suicide. Unless he's purposely throwing these guys away to make up room. I think that's the only reason he can be doing this, because this is a very, very silly move. But he's just building up roaches again, so I think that is really a mistake. And just an absolute mistake by True, because if he was clearing up room for other units, I'd say fair enough, but he's building more roaches. So this has got to be a mistake. And yeah, look at that, 61 under 62. But he had to build a ton of roaches to get back to that point, so not good at all. And soO, realizing that things might be going his way, sending out a whole bunch of roaches, but of course True does have a whole bunch back here. Still have not got 3-3, and he's very, very worried. Look at all these spine crawlers coming back up. He's got to be worried about those guys. This would be nice if he hit him from the side, but he was actually hiding half of his forces. So it looks like True is going to flank, but no, soO turns around, heads him in there, doesn't want to follow in there, but is going to get a nice opportunity to take out this base. And yeah, he's looking very good, keeping most of his forces out, sending just enough in to take that out. And is he going to be able to go in there? I don't think so. This third base is going to be very, very hard to take down. I thought there was some roaches there, but it's just a bunch of nobodies. Roaches down here, though, but they've got spine crawlers to deal with, so that's going to be quite tough. True, maybe thinking about moving out. 3-3 is just about done. It's on the very, very edge. And now I think he's going to be a little bit more aggressive with that roach pack. There we go. There's the 3-3. Where's the Overseer? I'm really not sure where it is, but it needs to get over there ASAP. And somehow, at the 28-minute mark of the game, nobody has transitioned to a different unit. We do have a Spire, but nothing has been built with the Spire. True, up on the roach numbers, actually maxed out about 13 ahead, so he's successfully gotten a bigger army by losing a whole bunch of workers. And this is it right now. He's got a much bigger army, but much less macro. So if he moves in and makes a win, he is going to be good. But if he moves in and loses too many units, he's not going to be able to re-macro up as fast as Mr. soO can. And oh, the hatchery going down. Oh, that's not good at all, man. That is not good at all. He's mining off this one base at the moment, so he's very, very starved. He's got an absolute army. Is just, well, it's only 10 ahead right now. It's 80 over 66, which is still good, but it could be better, man. It could be so much better. So, oh, let's see how he does it, man. Because if he starts going down here, if he starts losing units, True is not going to be able to recover as well as soO can. Look at all these bloody changelings. Absolutely crazy. soO looking to do a concave on both sides, maybe. No, pulling back to the creep over here. Just going to hold on. Both players with 3-3. Looks like soO thinking about taking the high ground, thinking about just doing a concave here. Yes, so we've got 85 over 76. soO with 78, though. Has he been killing his own workers? No, it doesn't look like it. He's just squeezed out as many as he can. Got a force coming over here, but soO did anticipate it. And True does fall back. Each roach is so critical at this point of the game. Thinking about moving out. Just, oh, he's moving back some here. Trying to get the beautiful concave. And there we go. It looks like they're coming in. Neither player with a great concave. soO with a little bit better, though. And we'll see how this goes. All of a sudden, we're down to a massive, massive loss in roaches. Both players coming out about even at this point, which is not good. True needs an overwhelming advantage to take this out. A small advantage is not going to help him. He needs a massive advantage. And I don't think he's going to get it because, yeah, it's just not happening. So right now he's building a ton of roaches, but soO is building a ton more. That macro is just absolutely going nuts. He's 45, under 59. 20 more still coming out for soO. True cannot afford another roach. I think this is it for True. I think he's going down. His macro has failed him, basically. He's just lost too many workers at the end. And soO just saved up too many minerals, too much gas. And the efforts by soO to take out this base, earlier on, really paid dividends at this point, because True is just completely screwed when it comes to numbers. 78 over 47. No concave is going to save True at this point. He is screwed. He's even moving some spine crawlers out. They're actually, yeah, not in a good position. Not at all. And soO just needs to finish it off right now. Luxury weights, the more units True will have, but then again, the more minerals he will have. So I think in the end, soO has got it. He just needs to make the play right here. Needs to make sure he doesn't get caught in some sort of stupidly insane concave. Because if that does happen, then True could eventually even out his army with a couple of good engagements. But I don't think soO's going to let that happen. And you got to remember that True absolutely cannot let these bases go down. If he lets that base go down, he is so much closer to getting knocked out of this game. So much closer. But he can't do anything about it. He can't get to that base at the moment. He can go around the long way, maybe. But then he's exposing his third base. And it's just horrible, horrible position. He's moving some roaches in here, trying to save it. But it's not enough. Workers are going down. It gives True more supply to actually build stuff. He's going to have a go there. He's moving in. Trying to get past, trying to save that base is not going to work. Everything's going to down. This is going to be an absolute slaughter right here. And yeah, that's it. soO is going to be taking this game. And True is out of here. Completely lost. Look at that, 36 more roaches coming out. No way that True is going to win this. And there's the GG for Mr. True. Congratulations to Mr. soO for an exceptionally well played game. And it just shows you, man, taking out hatcheries at the right time can pay dividends 5-10 minutes on in the game. If you know when to hit the hatcheries and if you can pull it off. So that's it. Game done. And I'll see if I can do those other 2 long games tonight. We'll see what happens. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another game. Stay tuned. This has been Harry Muppet.